teachers, I think, are really creative. And I think that helping teachers to even sort of keep the idea of purpose on their radar, that there are ways of incorporating purpose into any class, right? I know at our local school, high school in town, I was meeting with the biology teacher, and she was talking about this activity that she had come up with that was totally focused on purpose. And I was like, that's fantastic, you know. So they're probably the ones who are in the best position to come up with creative ways of integrating it. We've had English teachers that, in some ways, English is a particularly easy place. They can encourage, reading on books that include portraits of purpose, especially youth purpose, and have young people write about maybe their own purpose. Looking at history, right? Lots of historical figures that had purposes. Some really pro-social and positive purposes, others possibly antisocial, destructive purposes, but still either example, I think, at least can help young people start to think about purpose and maybe some of the, what would distinguish a positive, productive purpose from an antisocial, destructive purpose. Mathematics, there are examples of people who have come up with really revolutionary ideas and that have really, changed the technology and the way that we live our lives today. So I think that purpose is relevant to any field, and it's really, teachers are, I guess what I always feel like there's no one size fits all. It's not like I could come up with a curriculum. I wouldn't want to try to come up with one curriculum and tell everybody, do this, because I think different things work in different communities with different populations of students. So I think the best thing you could hope for is to encourage teachers to really think about it and be intentional about encouraging these kinds of long-term discussions, encouraging, providing lots of examples and models of purpose, and then sort of letting them stand back and think about what is the most productive way of doing this in your own classroom, given your core subjects and your student population.